I'm Bill, I'm with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage, and welcome the 2021 Ducati Panigale V2 back up on the lift for a very quick, cheap modification. That's right, this is probably the cheapest and one of the best modifications that you can do to any of your Panigales or Ducatis that has a fly-by-wire throttle. And that is the spacers that go in the throttle. Now, I didn't do a video on the Street Fighter because the Street Fighter, it was so simple and it was so easy, but I wanted to show you guys how simple and how easy it is to take that slack out of your throttle. And there's a company that makes the spacers and a very detailed, I love detailed instructions on how to install these things. That is the Panigale spacers. That's right, these little spacers here is all you need to eliminate this slop. So without further ado, let's get the chesty cam on and let's do a very fast, quick install on these. You're gonna see, I'm gonna do real time. I'm gonna roll the chesty cam, I'm gonna do it, slap it. We probably won't even be able to monetize this video because it's not gonna be long enough, but let's get the chesty cam on and get this modification done. All right, so I absolutely love detailed instructions. As you guys know, the easier the instructions, the better the instructions, the easier the job is gonna be. It's just that simple. Ducati Spacers done a great job with this pamphlet. 20 steps, which really should only take us 5 minutes to do. Now, they've provided everything that you need. They actually provide you a little 3-star bit here. With the 2 spacers, you're going to notice that there's a large spacer and a small spacer. And then you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver for the first step. So the first step is there's 2 Phillips heads on the throttle. There's one up on the top. They're a little bit long. So these are the black Phillips head. So you're going to pull out the top one. And there's one underneath on the bottom. So we're going to get these both removed completely. And you're going to remove the very front cap. You can see it's actually already popping off. Let's see here. So we've got our front cap and our 2 screws are out. So we'll set these aside. And then now what we've got is we've got our little, you'll notice that there's a little 3-prong star. And that's what we're going to use the bit. Now, I don't have a little screwdriver bit, so we're going to go ahead and just carefully take these out with the screwdriver. So we're going to take the top one completely out. Don't lose it. And the bottom one completely out. Again, don't lose it. And then now we've got our access into our throttle spacers, where our throttle spacers need to go. So if you look on the throttle, you'll look on the side here, there's 2 little prongs. So there's 2 prongs that are sticking up, and then there's on the flat side of the throttle, you'll notice right where this plate is, you'll notice that there's this prong and this one hiding back behind here. This is the larger one. This is the smaller one. So let's go ahead and grab our 2 little spacers, and we're going to start with the smaller one because this is the easiest. And we're just going to basically push this throttle spacer away, and we're going to slide it onto that little prong right there. So basically just work it in there. There we go. And voila. So there's spacer number 1. Now you're going to grab your larger spacer, and the back one. I remember this from the Panigale from the Street Fighter. The back one is a little harder to get to, so you're going to push it down in there. And I think actually I remember using a little pick to actually push the bottom down, and then you'll notice that that thing just slides right on. Voila, voila, voila. And that's it. the throttle spacers are on. So you're going to see small throttle spacer down below. See if we can get that in there. And then the large one up here. Okay. So now we can go ahead and take our two little silver screws. And again, with the gun, I'm going to carefully put these back in. So just until it's snug. And then the bottom, bear with me here. All right, I didn't need to bore you with me messing around with that bottom screw, but we got that bottom screw in. Now we're gonna grab our black piece. Now the black piece, you're gonna notice that there's a little pin here. The pin is what goes into the bar. You'll notice that there's a little spot for it to go into the bar. So we're gonna sandwich this together, and it should sandwich together that you can't move anything. Once you've got that, go ahead and take your Phillips head and go ahead and tighten up the top one here. So we'll get this nice and tight. And then again, just make sure that there's no slop in this area. And then let's get the bottom one. Bottom one's never a good view, so it's tough. There's only one hole left. And then give it a quick little tight. And are you ready? No more slop. We've got throttle. No more slop. Amazing, amazing. All right, I will say to the end, this is the cheapest, easiest, most satisfying modification you can do to your Ducati if you have a fly-by-wire Ducati. I'll fight you to the end. It's definitely, it's gotta be done. If you have a Ducati and you guys haven't spent like the $20 to fix that slop, get over to DucatiSpacers.com. I'm gonna link them down below. This is not a paid advertisement for them. We bought these. We did not get these from Ducati Spacers, so this is, again, like you guys know, I buy these products myself. They also offer the heat shields, which I don't want to have to get into that, but we're going to be tearing into the V2 and getting the heat shields installed. We're also getting the RCS 17 installed here soon, because this is probably my biggest gripe about this V2. Ducati, why in the heck did you guys give us these brakes? I mean, you didn't even give us brakes. I feel like I'm a Flintstone putting down my feet. These brakes are horrible, worse than the Street Fighter brakes stock. So we're gonna get an RCS 17 for that. We're working on the aero exhaust, so I think the V2 is gonna stay on the lift, so stay tuned. If you guys haven't done the normal, hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and then ring that bell notification, because we have a lot more to do to this V2. But thank you guys for sticking around, and we'll see you next video. Bye, guys.